We're going to have a look today at how to balance equations. This is one of the trickiest things that we have to do in chemistry. It requires a bit of maths, a bit of logic, and there's a couple of rules we need to remember as well. We've met this before, but we're going to go through it again. Balancing equations sort of comes under the law of conservation of mass. The amount of stuff that I use up is going to be equal to the amount of stuff that I make. I'm using stuff sort of glibly, we shouldn't be doing that. On the left hand side we have the reactants, and on the right hand side we have the products. So the number of atoms in the reactants should equal the number of atoms in the products if it is balanced. And you might be asked to balance the equations. This comes up in higher and foundation. So I've given you a question sheet to have a go at some of these. This is the first one. We've got H2 plus O2 makes H2O. And it's going to ask us to balance it. You might remember that the way I tend to do this is by drawing out a little table, so we can add up how many things we've got on the left and how many things we've got on the right. So first off, let's decide what our elements are. We've got H and O, hydrogen and oxygen on both sides. That's good. If there's anything else, we'd have to add it in. Now we're going to start counting them up. So I've got H2. Remember we spoke about in a previous video that the little 2 only applies to the thing that it's right next to, the thing it's touching. So I've got 2 hydrogens here. Same for the oxygen. Touching that O, I've got 2 oxygens there. On the right hand side, I've got 2 hydrogens. I've only got 1 oxygen. There's no little 2 there. The 2 is only touching the hydrogen. It only applies to that. So we can see that this is unbalanced. We need to try and balance this out. So the way that I would do this is I would put a 2 on this side. So the big 2 that I put in front of that applies to everything behind it. This means I've got 2 whole water molecules. I've got 2 H2Os. So if H2O looks like that, I've got 2 of those now. So you can count up and see that I've got a total now of 4 hydrogens and 2 oxygens. On the left hand side of this doesn't quite balance out, does it? Because while the 2 now matches the 2, that's correct. The 4 does not match the 2. That's wrong. So we need to turn this 2 here into a 4. Hopefully we are thinking that the way to do that is to double it. So I'm going to put a big 2 here. That means I've got 2 H2 molecules, 2 of these. That's what the hydrogen molecule looks like. It's an H stuck to, bonded to an H. So I end up with 4 there. And I'm going to leave that one alone for 2, so that I've got 4 and 4 matches, 2 and 2 matches. Our equation is balanced. Hope that helps. I'll do a separate video for the harder one. Thank you.